Most people don't have a money problem. They have a vision problem. They're working, earning, saving a little here and there, but if you ask them one simple question, everything falls apart. What does your financial future actually look like? And most people don't have a clear answer. They'll say things like, I want to be comfortable. I want to be rich. I don't want to worry about money. But those aren't plans. Those are vague ideas. And vague goals create vague results. Because if you don't know exactly where you're going, every financial decision becomes random. You save sometimes, you spend sometimes, you invest occasionally, but there's no direction behind it. And without direction, even good habits don't lead anywhere meaningful. That's where financial vision comes in. A financial vision is simply a clear picture of what you want your life to look like financially, and more importantly, how money supports the life you actually want. Not just numbers in a bank account, but real outcomes. Where do you live? How do you spend your time? Are you working because you want to or because you have to? What does a normal day look like for you? Because here's the truth most people ignore. Money is not the goal. Money is the tool. And if you don't define what that tool is supposed to build, you'll spend years collecting it without ever using it properly. That's why some people make good money and still feel stuck. They're earning but not progressing. So step one isn't budgeting. It's not investing. It's clarity. You need to define what financial success actually means for you. Because once you have that, every decision starts to make sense. Once you have a clear financial vision, the next step is turning that vision into a plan. And this is where most people get stuck. They either overcomplicate it or they avoid it completely. But the truth is, a good financial plan doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to be intentional. Start by breaking your vision into numbers. If your goal is financial freedom, what does that actually cost? How much do you need per month to live the life you want? Is it $3,000? $5,000? $10,000? Because without that number, you're guessing. Once you know your target monthly income, you can start working backward. If you want $5,000 a month passively, that's $60,000 a year. Now the question becomes, what kind of investments or assets can realistically generate that? This is where investing comes in not as a gamble, but as a tool. You're not just investing to make money. You're investing to build income streams and long-term wealth. That could be dividend-paying investments, index funds, real estate, or a combination of multiple assets. The key is consistency. Small amounts invested regularly over time can grow into something significant, but only if you stick with it. This is where most people fail. They start strong, then stop. They invest for a few months, then lose focus. Or they try to time the market instead of staying consistent. But financial planning isn't about intensity, it's about consistency. It's about creating a system where money is automatically moving toward your goals every single month. Because the less you rely on motivation, the more likely you are to succeed. The final piece of financial vision is execution over time. Because having a plan means nothing if you don't follow through. And this is where patience becomes everything. We live in a world that expects fast results. Quick money, fast success, instant returns. But real wealth doesn't work that way. It builds slowly. At first, your progress will feel almost invisible. You'll invest money, and it won't seem like much is happening. But over time, something powerful starts to happen. Compounding. Your money begins to grow on itself. Returns generate more returns. And what once felt slow starts to accelerate. This is the part most people never reach because they quit too early. They don't give their plan enough time to work. That's why discipline matters more than intelligence. You don't need to be a financial expert to build wealth. You just need to stay consistent long enough for the system to work. And along the way, your plan will evolve. Your income may increase, your goals may change, your priorities may shift. That's normal. Financial vision isn't something you set once and forget. It's something you refine over time. But the foundation stays the same. Clarity, planning, consistency. Because at the end of the day, financial success isn't about luck. It's about direction, knowing where you're going, and making sure every dollar you earn is helping you get there. That's what turns money into something meaningful. That's what turns effort into results. And that's what builds a financial future you actually want.